Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to do a little plant haul. So today I went back to our collection and that is a place where a couple, I think like 2-3 weeks ago, I did a video where we went there to the nursery in person and got beautiful caramel marble. However, today I have a few different surprises and something that will most likely be in future videos. To begin with, I am going to show you, start with this one. So this is one of the plants that I've wanted for quite a bit, not that long honestly. I I knew of it as the mini monstera. I saw it on different videos online and it really caught my attention. So I had been looking for one here in Costa Rica. However, it was around $70 at the nursery. I got one for around $40. It's a bit, it's a bit damaged. However, very beautiful plant, and I'll show you. So I think you should be able to see it right there. Simply with my phone, I really can't see what the camera is seeing, but I think it mostly got the spacing correctly. So, a very beautiful plant. You can see variegation. It's sort of a minty color. You can see in this leaf here. You can see it. Very, very beautiful plant. Um, it has a new leaf coming in. However, I do think it's completely variegated. I thought that one will survive. However, it doesn't really matter. Now that we have this one, it has a couple different nodes, which honestly, if it starts to revert or if it's just fully white, we can just chop it and hopefully we get a bunch of new plants. So I don't think I said the name. So this is the Rhaphidophora tetrasperma. I'm not sure which variegation it is, however, it's very, very beautiful. I don't know if it's just one type of variegation for this type of plant or if it has mint and elbow, I'm not sure. But the variegation looks mostly minty in my opinion, so you be the judge of that. Honestly, very beautiful plant, and honestly the roots growth or the root development is pretty nice. It does grow in pretty much semi-hydro more or less, since it does have a lot of stones in it, like perlite and I forget the other one. It's another white stone. I forgot the name. So I think it should be doing perfectly in a semi-hydro setup. I honestly don't have a self-watering pot or something to put it, so I'm going to show you the next plant. However, yeah, I'm going to show you what I want to do with this one. It's pretty much just putting a tiny pot like on the bottom of this full of water, which I have done with a couple of my plants, like the I forgot the name, the Philippine strawberry milkshake, strawberry shake, uh, and the Florida Beauty. So I have done that with both, where I just take a little dish and just put the plant there, like I have another one here. So like this, just fill it with water, with uh, with some fertilizer, some water fertilizer, and the plants just love it. Honestly, my Florida Beauty is doing very well with that. It has some gorgeous roots. I did a video on that recently because it started to revert a little bit. So we chopped it and tried to do a different propagation where I grabbed pretty much a very variegated leaf and the top cut. The top cut was like 3 leaves that were fully reverted. So hopefully we can save the plant and get a new beautiful variegated plant. So the next one I'm going to show you. Yeah, I'm gonna show you the one that this one lasts. You can see it, but okay. So the next one is this beautiful philodendron domestic, a variegated domestic. I think. Let's see. I think you should be able to see it properly there. I think you notice the little stick. I was cleaning the leaves because they had a bit of dust. I was cleaning them, and I have no idea how. I like wiped the leaf like a bit more back, and I broke it. Like the main stem, I broke it a little bit. Looks like only the front part because I'm looking at the back, like the center vein, and it's fine. But I broke the front part, so I've done it before, sadly. However, it doesn't really kill the plant. It just leaves an ugly cut in the center of the leaf. So with a little bit of support, it'll stop the plant from falling over, and it'll be just fine. Honestly, it'll look beautiful. Just, just look at that beautiful propagation. Nice yellowy green. It has a new leaf that's coming in. I don't know if you can see it in the camera right here. Beautiful new leaf. Gorgeous, gorgeous plant. Also, this was also one of the plants that I was wanting before. It's one of my um, wish list plants. So finally got one, and sadly, as soon as I got it, I broke a leaf, but it should be fine. I think you also saw the little glass jar on the bottom. I'm also giving it the same idea that I showed before, just a little dish with a bit of water, trying to maintain humidity, trying to maintain a type of self-watering, just for the plant to sustain itself and grab as much water as it needs. So this last plant is a bit of an experimental type thing. So what I'm going to try to do, or let me explain the scenario around this plant. This is the Philodendron billetiae. Billy. Billeti. Billetiae. It's the Billy. The Philodendron Billy. So the story behind this one is that I saw that it had two plants growing out of the same pot. And I asked um, the owner from the nursery how much for this plant. And he mentioned that this was actually a variegated billy that had reverted. However, the way that he explained it is that he normally has the billy grow like a normal plant. Then what he does is chop it from all the way to the bottom, just leaving a little stump, so that then a new growth can come out of those. Sadly for him, pretty much both the growth points from the same stem came out to be non-variegated. So it's pretty much two normal billies that I got for around $40. So I don't think it's too bad, because normally you get one of these normal billy plants for around $20. So 2 for 40 is just what I expected to pay. However, what interested me the most about this one is that since the main stem, or the little stump that was in the pot originally, came from a variegated billy, what I'm going to try and do is give it like a week for the plant to acclimatize, since I did move it from a different area. So hopefully it can acclimatize properly to my house, or just wait until it gives me a new leaf and I see that everything is going fine. Once that happens, I'm going to take everything out of the pot. I'm going to remove both the growth points from the stem. I kind of see a bit of spotting on this one. I don't know if the spotting is just something that fell on it, or if it's actually very, very low variegation. I'm not sure. So yeah, as I was saying, what I'm gonna do is wait for it to acclimatize to my house. Once that happens, I'm going to remove the two growth points that are not variegated, give them each their own pot, just trying to give them pretty much their own life, their own pot to grow nice and beautifully. And I'm going to try to revive the little stump again. And since it was a variegated stump, I'm hoping that maybe the new growth point that comes out of it will be variegated. So I will get a variegated billy for $40, pretty much, or for free, I guess, since I already have these two. but hopefully it works. And as you can see, it has a lot of roots. It's very, very well established. Some beautiful, beautiful roots. And so yeah, most likely in a week I'm going to just make a video trying to take it off out of the pot, giving them their own little pots and just giving them their own little life, right? And trying to see if we can revive the stump and get a variegated billy. Because here in Costa Rica at the moment, the pretty much the cheapest billy you can find anywhere is around $150. So if I manage to make the stump give me a variegated one, it will be pretty much a free plant or $150 plant for around $40. So hopefully it works, and we'll just have to see. So that's pretty much, I don't think I can lift all of them to show you, but that's pretty much the plant haul for this trip. And yeah, I will keep you updated with the changes in these plants. We're gonna see how it grows, if we're going to chop it, what happened to the leaf I broke. Honestly, if it dies, it'll be very sad since it's a very beautiful leaf. But I will keep you guys updated on what happens with these plants, and hopefully in a week I can give you a small reel or something just to make a little update on the progress. And yeah, we'll see what happens with the new growth and of course the billy. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.